Hey everyone, Mr. Happy here, and in this video we're going to be talking about We Happy Few. Now the reason why I'm making this video out of the blue is for a couple of reasons. One, I got to play the game the week before E3, and I never got to make a video talking about my impressions of the updated version of the game. So I want to take this opportunity to talk about that a little bit in this video. On top of that, We Happy Few actually sponsored a live stream I did a few days ago, I think at this point, and originally I was going to post the VOD of that sponsored stream, but I wasn't actually playing We Happy Few. I was just playing Final Fantasy XIV, and We Happy Few was sponsoring the stream as a whole just to generate a little bit of excitement leading up to the launch on August 10th. So instead of just posting the VOD, and you guys probably aren't going to sit through Final Fantasy XIV stream where I mention it a few times, I figured I'd take this opportunity to call a little bit of attention to that sponsorship on top of share my thoughts about the game. That way it's a video with some actual content to it. So anyway, We Happy Few might be a game that rings a bell in your memory. It popped up at E3 a couple years back, and a lot of people saw it initially and thought it was going to be this story-based game that kind of almost resembled BioShock. Almost everyone I spoke to, myself included, looked at the trailer for We Happy Few and thought BioShock, this really screwed up world that's so totally different from the one that we know. The art style, the direction of the characters, it all felt very similar to that. And after the game had its trailer at E3, it launched into early access on Steam, and a lot of feedback was received. It ended up being more of like an open world survival game with some story elements to it. However, I can tell you I have played the updated version of We Happy Few. It is nothing like what happened on early access a couple years back, so if you were kind of shaking your head about it a couple years ago, you may want to take a look at some of the updated stuff, or at least listen to the things I have to say about it. So We Happy Few is now a story-based survival game. It takes aspects of what you would consider part of a survival game. You have to, feed yourself. You have to make sure you're hydrated. You have to find recipes, craft specific items in order to tackle different scenarios. And it does all those things really well. You can choose if you want to explore a lot or if you kind of just want to move through the story at a pace that's a little bit more rapid. You can really absorb the world as much as you want, and there is plenty of world to absorb. You go through the game as 3 separate characters experiencing 3 stories that are all part of this world where things have just been kind of ruined thanks to a little drug called joy, and that's something you're going to be learning a lot about when you see the game itself. Now, the 3 characters in that story are going to be Arthur, Sally, and Ollie, and they're going to be going through this drug-fueled retro-futuristic city in an alternative 1960s England, and you'll have to do things like blend in with other inhabitants. You're going to have to, again, find different ways to tackle various scenarios, figure out really what works for you. And I played about 4 hours of the first scenario in that of Arthur's, and I had to stop myself from going and exploring every inch of the world. I played it for about that time, about 3.5 hours. I got through the section that I was intended to get through, and then I went back and looked around a little bit more, found some additional recipes, found some things that I missed the first time through, so it felt good to go back even in just those first few hours and find that I had actually missed a lot of interesting things in a very short period of time. So as I said, I did do that sponsored stream for We Happy Few, and most of the things I've said in this video are things that I had echoed in that live stream as well, which is why I'm condensing it into this video instead. But another thing that I haven't actually posted the video for yet is I did an unboxing for what is called the We Happy Few time capsule. It's almost like a collector's edition of the game, except it just comes with a bunch of things that represent the world that We Happy Few takes place in that aren't the game itself. There's a whole bunch of awesome things in there, so I'm going to post a video to that as well, probably around the same time as I post this one. And there's going to be a link to the time capsule in the description. There's going to be a link to the landing page in the description. There's going to be a link to the video of me unboxing the time capsule probably in the description as well. So quite a few videos for you to check out in the description of this video regarding We Happy Few. And with that, we'll end this video just by saying I will be doing another sponsored We Happy Few stream when the game actually launches, with me actually playing the game this time. Since that experience I've been itching to get back into the game and actually explore and experience it proper without that sort of 4-hour time limit that I had before. So August 10th, we're planning on jumping into We Happy Few, and of course we're going to be calling it We Mr. Happy Few because I can't avoid that everyone's going to call it that anyway, and I want to call it that regardless. So be on the lookout for that. Be sure to tune into that, and be sure to check out We Happy Few. It's going to be out on August 10th on Xbox One, PlayStation 4, and PC. So if you have any of those, look at the game. If you like it, grab it. I personally enjoyed the first 4 hours, so I hopefully you see it and you look forward to it, and you can make a decision for yourself whether or not you're going to buy it. But anyway, thanks for watching this video. Be sure to like, favorite, subscribe, and share, and stay tuned for more stuff. We Happy Few again. Already mentioned a couple videos, but some other stuff on my channel as well. I'll talk about that in the next video I post because I'm working on a couple others today as well. Anyway, thanks, and until next time, take care.